Set is another collection class. A set stores distinct value of same type in a collection with no defined ordering. If we can use a set instead of an array when the order of items is not important, or when you need to ensure that an item only appears once, then you use set. Now let's see how to create a set. Var, give a name, letters, set, bracket, data type. So now we create a set. At this moment, set is empty. We create a set. The data type is characters. And look at the syntax here. Set, bracket, data type, and parentheses. That's how you create a set. So after we create this set here, it's empty. Doesn't have any value in it. So that's how, when we run it here, you can see that's what I got here. It's empty set. It's empty set. And set has many methods and properties. For example, here, if you type letters dot, now you can pull up all the properties and functions available in a set. Capacity, contains, count, description, first, index of, form index, hash, insert index is empty. Notice all these returns Boolean value true false. Remove out, remove at, subtract, update, union, job first, at position. Index, maximum, minimum, map, prefix, reduce, random, sorted, filter, split. So all these are the set functions and properties that you can use. So here we just use a property here saying count to see how many elements in the set. Of course, at this moment there's nothing there. So when I run it here, it says that it has nothing inside. 0 items. That's from a count. And the other way that we can add items to the set is we use insert add item here. So here we add a letter A to the set. Now A is inside. So we inserted it successfully. Letter A added here. And when we assign the blank brackets, we clear the set. So at this moment, set letters doesn't have anything in it because we clear it. So it go back to the original letters, doesn't have any value. So even you try to print, and there it doesn't have anything in it. It's empty. So it doesn't have anything, contains nothing there. Now the other way to create a set is we declare a set variable and then colon and set. Now we pass 3 string values into the set. So at this moment, set movie genres is a string type because we pass the string values into the set. And count will return you 3. So get 3 values, get 3 count here. And it's empty, return true false. We have 3 values there in the set, so it's not empty. So we should receive false as the result here. And we can also do insert another string to the set. So after we do insert, what do we have here? We have this information here. So we have wall. So now because we call insert, and we didn't tell where to insert it, so by default it's put into the beginning of the set. That's why wall comes to as the first one. And contains, check to see if wall is one of the elements in the set. return true false. So we'll look at the contain here, it says true. And of course we can remove something here, so we call remove. Remove will remove one element from the set. So here we're removing the action, and then after it's removed, let's see what we have here. So action is removed, and it's saved to a variable old set value. And this moment action is removed, what do we have left here? So we have 3 elements left, because action was removed. And we can use a for loop to go through the set. So for in the set, we print each one. So if you see there, we should see all these 3 in the set. Let's see which one. We got so many things here. I missed the curly brace here, so let's add it back there. Now I'm able to print it. So now you can see that we got all these printed 3 times. So when we print, we go through the set and we see each one of those. That's the print. So use a for loop to go through the set, like what you did in array. Use for loop to go through the array or dictionary. Same thing here. So for each item in the set, we can do something. Now look at the next one here. We'll create another set and get 3 elements in it. And then this time we call union to combine 2 sets together. So when after we do union, we get all these together, because that's what union does. It append the second set to the end of the first set. Now let's look at the next one here. Intersection tries to find any duplicates in the set between those 2 sides here. So this one has a checklist, compare this side with this side to see if any duplicates there, and it finds that there's 1 duplicate there. So it finds this is duplicates in the 2 sets. So look at the set here. This is the second set, and this is a first set, but it's added. We added 1 more here, so we got a duplicates. And remember, the sets doesn't only contains the distinct values. So if there's any duplicate values, only 1 copy will be saved in the set. So right here you can see that after we do union, we only see 1 wall here. There's no second wall. It's because there's a union doesn't because the set doesn't contain the duplicate value. Only 1 unique value for each element. So intersect found that there are 2 duplicates between the 2 sets, so it returns wall here. Now subtracting function returns a new set without the value in the specified site. So after we do subtracting, we get a horror and a romantic comedy left as a new site. Symmetric difference returns a new site without the value common in both sites. And you can see these are something not common in both sides, so these are returned. The wall is not returned because wall is duplicates. create another subset with these two values. And the second one has 3 values, or 5 values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 values. So that's two. One's a subset, one's a superset. And the third set is disjunct, has 1 value in it. Now, its subset, its superset, or its disjunct returns true false. It checks to see, for example, like this one here, we try to compare the two sets to see if they're the same. We know they're not the same, so it returns false, right? So if we run it here, we can see it returns false, because the movie genres and the movie genres 2 are different. They have different values in it, so return false. Now, we want to see if this set is the subset of this one here. Means if this set, the of, using keyword of, to see if it's part of the subset. Now we can see that in this set, which is the subset, we have 3 elements there, and the movie genres has. Let's look at this side here. Look at this set value. It is the same movie genre. Let's look at it as on top there. This is what we have here. 4 elements there. So there are 4, and these are the elements inside of this set. Now when we check to see if the subset of the we want to see if this is the subset of this side here. So we call method is subset parentheses of colon, and returns true, because this is subset of the outer side. And also same thing as the superset. I check to see if this is if this is the superset of this one, and returns true. Disjunct, if this is a part of this set here, disjunct. Is disjunct checked whether a set has no value in common with another set. Return true false. So these are the 3 membership or equality methods we use to compare the sites. Is a subset, is a superset, is disjunct site. And there's another one, it's called is equal, to see if they are exactly one side is exactly the same as the other one. So here we have a subset, check whether a site is a subset of another site. Superset, check to see if a site is a superset of another site. So they all return true false. This picture gives you some idea about the subset, superset, and disjunct. So we have A, B, C right here, and you can see that B is part of B has something that A has, and A and C, there are some intersections right here called disjunct. So A is the superset of B, and B is a subset of A. When we compare the 3 sets, we try to see if there's something in common, or one has everything that the other one has and more than the other one has. So we use a subset, superset, strict subset, disjunct. Besides these methods, we also have some other functions available here called intersection, symmetric difference, union, and subtracting. You can see the idea gives us some idea about intersection means there's some in common between the 2 sides, and the symmetric difference means we want to return there's some the elements which are not in both, which are different part of the both, exclude the same elements in between. And union means we add everything together into the union. And subtracting means we want to see only the elements in one side, which is not in the other side. this is subtracting. Now this some code gives you a better idea about the union, intersection, subtracting, and symmetric difference here. Like this one here, we have three sets with different numbers in it. Now when we do union, we put all together. So here's the result after we do union. We put all together, but we remove the duplicates. So everything's unique. And when we do intersection, we only need something in common between those two sides. And you can see that the odd object and even object doesn't have anything in common, so it returns nothing there. Empty sides, returns empty side. And subtracting means we look at the odd digits with these numbers, subtract the single digits, these numbers, we subtract it. So after we do that, we can see that 1 and 9 are returned, and all others are removed, because the new side only returns the result of subtracting. And symmetric difference only returns the difference between the two sides. So between odd digits and the single digit prime numbers, we only see 1 to 9 as the symmetric difference.